finally we can actually say hi,
Hello,
with my beautiful teacher Mara.
my beautiful teacher Tembi.
We just finished teaching our babies. How was teaching today?
Quite hectic to be honest, because you were gone for like 10-15 minutes, and they.
Oh, it's the fish.
Oh,
The bread.
oh my.
There's a pond
Yeah.
out here. We're sitting at a restaurant because we're doing a course on serving. So
Yes, we
There's a
need to
pond.
try different restaurants, of course.
Yeah.
But no, it was okay because we didn't have too big of a group today. But while you were gone for 15 minutes, it was quite something to get them to help each other and work on the assignment. But they did eventually. Sometimes you just have to raise your voice, say, "Focus, come on,
yeah,
do your-
focus.
do your work,
Focus.
do your work." And then they did it, and then they were really trying to get the right answer. So they were all like shouting the answer to me, which is it's good that they're trying, but sometimes I just didn't hear what they were saying because they were just they all wanted to do so well. So it's not a negative thing, just the way that they want to engage in the exercise might have to, but that's difficult when you're alone. I think with the two of us that goes a lot better.
I've really loved having teacher Mara as a teacher. She has brought the European perspective. The European perspective. What have you learned about yourself?
That the way I went to school and how things go in the Netherlands, Europe, I don't know. It's all like quick and learn, and it's all about how you perform.
Okay, explain that.
Well, we are very much about the grades and just numbers, and everything has to go quick by the rules. And here, we're teaching on the beach.
We have
So-
school on the beach.
That's different, and I really like the freedom that it brings, and the kids, they can run around in the breaks and have play on the beach in the sea. So I actually really like this, and it reminds me to not be so uptight, to relax once in a while. And also, if they don't
Hold on. As a European, come on, tell your truth. Tell your truth as a European to not be.
we can be a little bit uptight. Not just a little bit, but yeah. No, so that's a good reminder for me, because who cares if the kids, if they, they're helping each other. Who cares about the volume? Doesn't matter, because we're on the beach. And as long as they're doing their work and helping each other and still are respectful, that's okay.
Yeah, I remember the first day after the first class you taught. Okay, homegirl here,
Yeah.
my little baby here. She started crying. I cried the
With
first day.
also other
Yeah,
circumstances.
but honestly, I cried the
Oh,
first time
really?
I taught. I went home and I literally just took off all my clothes, and it was so hot. I took a shower, and then after that I went straight into my bed
Oh,
and I just wept. I think for like an hour, and my husband was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "I've never felt so much love. I've never felt so happy in my life."
yeah. I'm a happy crier, so it looks really dramatic, but I was just overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were overwhelmed by what?
By the like you said, the amount of love that the kids give, and how badly they want to be taught. They really want to learn. I've never seen kids so motivated for school.
Yeah.
Because we all in Europe, we kind of in the Netherlands, we take it for granted. School is normal. It's something you have to do, and you complain about. Oh, I have to go to school. Oh, I have so much homework. That's how it goes. And it's all about your social status, especially when you get older. This age, that these kids are not really, but school is mandatory. So everyone goes to school, and to see these kids that they're so happy to not even go to school, but they can learn something, and they are doing their homework, and I've never seen something like that before. They're the easiest students in the world.
Because they actually want to learn.
Yeah.
They actually want to have a future. Yeah, I have never met children like this. That's why I'm like, these children are something else. They're something else. They're like ancient souls because they just want to learn. They're so excited to learn. They're grateful.
They're
Above
that's
all,
the thing.
gratitude.
Very grateful.
They're
And
very grateful.
yeah.
That's, yeah.
And that's something I was not used to.
Why?
For seeing school kids be so grateful for their education.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest thing that was new to me.
So please tell us about yourself, Teacher Mara. This little visionary here. Thank you, Kapunka. No,
Jejuba.
Jejuba. Jejuba. That's thank you in Burmese. Jejuba. So I'm having hot tea. Oh my god, I'm so excited. It's ginger and lemongrass. Look how
Good.
it is so
Fresh tea.
fresh tea, ginger and just hot water. Okay, so tell us about yourself because like she's got like a beautiful story.
Okay. No pressure. But no, my name is Mare. I'm from the Netherlands and I'm 18 years old. And I finished high school last year and I currently have a gap year in which I spent half a year in Thailand, working in a resort and also traveling in between. And then I think about a month ago already, I met teacher Tembi and she kind of didn't invite me, she forced me to come help her with teaching.
I did.
I didn't know what I was saying yes to. But no, and then she invited me to come watch her teach the next day. And then I did, and I was just it was such an amazing thing to do. I was completely sold. And then since then we've been working together and yeah. And
Okay.
that's it, I think.
That's it. No. There's a lot to you because you're
Okay.
a visionary. Teacher Mara came to teach, and I was like, this girl is a genius. Like, I meet a lot of young people, especially because I've got a consulting firm, so I work with a lot of young people, and I know how to spot the geniuses. 2 days ago, we were talking about work ethic.
Yeah.
And she was telling me that in the Netherlands, they start working at 12 or 14.
Well, it depends. You can be like a paper boy, paper girl. You can bring the papers around your neighborhood from the age of 12. But normally people start working age 14, 15. But yeah, very early. And it's really your parents, if they raise you well, you are encouraged to get a job. Not even about the money, because it's not about the money. It's about learning the value of money and, you know, expensive things. You might have to work a long time for that. And just to get into to learn about working at an early age.
So can you please share your work experience from 14 to how did you save up enough money to come to Thailand on your own, because you paid for everything yourself and you're working here so that you can keep your experience, your travel experience.
Yeah.
You actually are responsible for yourself.
Yeah.
So share that journey from 14 years old, working, and then deciding, okay, I'm going to save money and I'm going to go travel.
Okay, so when I was 14, I started working in a very fancy restaurant in my city. And it was quite something, because I came there for an interview to be do the dishes in the kitchen.
The dishwasher?
Dishwasher, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the job I was applying for. And then when they saw me, when I came for the interview, they were like, oh, but you look older than 14. You look 16. Do you want to be a server? Which is pretty illegal as well. But
She said it's illegal.
But I thought, well, why not? Serving sounds much nicer than being a dishwasher. So I became a server in a very fancy restaurant with like very rich people, and they come there every Sunday for a very fancy lunch with their whole family.
In the terrace.
Yes.
She was telling me about the terrace.
Terrace.
Apparently it's a thing in the Netherlands.
Yes, but it's just they had like 6-course lunches, that kind of restaurant, and dinner and fancy shit. So that was quite the experience at 14. You learn a lot, definitely. And then COVID
Okay,
came.
what do you learn?
Well, you learn like server, how to be a good server, and I had to take people's codes and how to be. You have to be very polite and deal with, people who are rich. They think they can say everything, so you have to deal with that. And especially at 14, it was very scary at first, but it helps you build confidence really quickly because you have to be able to stand up for yourself. And I really liked the job. But then COVID came, so the restaurant closed. So I quit because I didn't have a job anymore. Then I went and worked at a supermarket because that was the only thing that was open in COVID time. And it was horrible.
Okay, but I like the fact that you're like resourceful. You're like, okay, restaurants are closed. No, the rich people aren't going out to fancy restaurants. But people still need to eat.
Yeah.
I need money, so I'm going to go work where people are buying stuff. I love young women who are resourceful, who are thinkers.
Well, it was kind of the only option. Everything was closed.
But you didn't sit there and go, "Oh, my life song."
No, yeah,
my life song.
because I wanted money for myself. Once you start getting money, and I was 15 at the time, and I wanted to be able to do nice things with my friends, go out to eat, something like that. So I wanted to get another job. I went to a supermarket, and I've been there for the whole of COVID time, and
okay, hold on. How did you get the supermarket job? Did you just walk into the supermarket and say, "I would like to have a job," or did you apply online?
I applied online, and one of my friends was working there, and her sister as well. So I applied because they said that they were looking for people, and then I got a job. And yeah, I didn't like the supermarket because I really like working with customer service. Like as a server, you have interactions with people. I really like that. But in the supermarket, people are not happy to be there because grocery shopping is something you have to do, not because you want to do it. So people, and especially in the area that this supermarket was in, not nice people. A lot of people who don't even speak a word of English. So there's no communication possible. So if something's wrong, it's really hard to tell them So frustration.
Hold on. I love what you said. People come to restaurants to have an amazing experience.
To enjoy themselves. And there I can help you.
But at the grocery store, you have to go there.
Yeah.
It's a must, and it's something that is like, So the people are nasty at grocery stores.
Yes, exactly. And the amount of times that people have gotten so angry at me for no reason at all, but just because they were grumpy. That happens a lot.
Yeah.
So it was also, at first I was kind of intimidated because I was 15. I was like, oh, this man or this woman just got mad at me. I don't know what I did wrong. Am I going to get fired now? But after a while, you learn that those people, you just have to put up with it.
No, you don't put up with it, honey. They're crazy.
No, you have to, work around them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You have to stand up for yourself because they are grumpy. That's not your fucking fault. So after
stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
Stand up for yourself. You see, 18-year-olds already know this. Please repeat again. I need more 18-year-olds and 15-year-olds to know this. You need to stand up for yourself at 15. Come on, again.
You need
please
to
repeat.
stand up for yourself because customers, especially Dutch people or Europeans, everyone just will walk right over you. No one is as nice or as polite as in Asia. So that you kind of have to learn how to deal with that. So, but after a while, especially with my coworkers, you kind of have fun with it. If someone is really grumpy, you kind of test the waters a little bit. So, of course, with my colleagues, it was a really nice time working there. I had really nice colleagues. I had so much fun, but the job itself was horrible. Yeah. Because I was the service manager. When people had a problem, when they wanted to make a return, or if they had a complaint about a product, they came to me.
Also, they used to just dump all the grumpiness and the negativity on you.
Yes, exactly. So that was just not fun. So once COVID had passed, I think I worked there for 2.5 years.
So what inside of you besides money made you keep going there, even though it was a nasty job? Oh, well, it wasn't a nasty job. You just had one now and then.
Well, it's also stability.
Stability. Okay.
I was like, because it was also for my age at the time, it was pretty good money.
Mm.
So I was like, it was kind of worth it. But I also had to clean toilets and stuff like that, and do clean just. I was like a cashier, but I also had to do other stuff, which wasn't really my job, but that I had a lot to do. So I was always busy with different things, and after you work there for a while, you get more respect and you get more important tasks. So I kind of was like, okay, this is okay, because they trust me, and of course you have the occasional annoying manager, but
So you were in 2.5 years were able to become a manager.
no, I wasn't not really a manager, but you have in that supermarket you had cashiers and you had service cashiers. It was different.
Okay.
And I was not just scanning products, I was doing and selling cigarettes and medicine. That's kind of, I did that too.
Yeah.
It was not a manager, but it was a little extra. So
What did you learn about yourself?
How to fake a smile.
That's customer service for you.
I loved COVID because I could wear a mask. I didn't have to smile at anyone. I wore a mask for the whole 2.5 years. I was like looking like this at everyone.
Wearing your mask and going, idiot.
No, really. Yeah, no, you kind of put on a face in customer service. That's kind of something you learn, and how to not respond to people when they're talking angry to you, high in their emotions. You have to ignore that. And at first you're like, this is a personal attack on me.
Yeah.
So you know,
Yeah.
your first reaction is to respond in the same tone. But as a service worker, you can't do that because they will complain. So you have to learn how to be calm, but be very clear in what you can and what you can't do for them. So you kind of learn how to ignore the angriness and just try to help them. And if they don't want it, they can leave.
Yeah. I think when you work customer service, waitressing jobs, where you have to deal with people, what you learn, especially at a young age, you learn that number one, human beings are sick. They're kind of crazy, okay? And they never want to take responsibility for any of their problems. So they will call a customer service thing, or they'll go to a shop and just unleash their stuff, which they're actually supposed to be unleashing in therapy. But no, they don't do that.
No.
They're just going to go find somebody and just start yelling at that person. And as a person who's in customer service or customer relations, it's not about you. That person came in crazy. It has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, definitely. So
how long did it actually take you to get that into your body? Because like when I first started working customer service, it probably like 6 months of like people just yelling at me going, oh my God, like what the hell?
Yeah, well, because I had the server job before that, so that kind of, I was happy I did that before, because those people, they are polite, but they are just nasty behind your back. They're like high school girls, whereas the supermarket customers, they're just, they're just...
It's just like Jerry Springer people. You know Jerry Springer? It's like, it's just angry people who don't want to take responsibility for their lives, and they just want to find somebody to just unleash the nastiness in their soul.
Yeah. Well, something I definitely learned, because I was 14. I'm still a child, but I was a child at 14. And when you're a child, you look up to grown-ups and you expect them to behave like adults. But when you work in customer service, the first thing you learn is that adults are just older kids.
Yes.
And they have, if kids have been raised properly, they become normal adults. But and they all came to my supermarket for a reason. There are so many adults who are just kids. I was at 4 or 15. I was like, I was more emotionally
astute. That's a new word for you. Emotionally astute.
I was more emotionally astute or grown up than these 50-year-old men who were yelling at a 14-year-old girl. girl.
Yes.
So that's something I kind of lost the respect for just the regular grown-ups, because they behave like kids, then I'm going to treat them like one.
Repeat again. Repeat again.
When
Repeat again.
when the customers behave like children, you can treat them that way.
Yes.
Because if that's how they behave, that's how you want to address them.
Yes.
Because they're not going to respond to a normal professional tone. Because they're out to get you.